Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to the Myths Guild. Only the most worthy are allowed access into the Myths Guild. If you want entry, you'll need to prove yourself.
How can I do that?
As time passes, that which was once fact becomes myth. Some tales are just that, tales. However, some tales are something more. Here at the Myths Guild, we live to tell the difference between the two. If you wish to join us, you must do the same.
So what myth would you like me to investigate?
For as long as history remembers, dragons have roamed these lands. But despite how long they've been here, much of their history remains hidden. There are tales, of course, but tales are not enough for us. We want you to discover the truth. Where do the dragons come from? Why are they here? Who do they serve? Answer these questions for us. Help us fill out the library of knowledge. In return, we will grant you access to the guild, and you will reap the rewards within. So, do you feel up for the challenge?
Yes. Where should I begin?
Head to Karamja Wines, Spirits, and Beers at Musa Point. You'll find Dalas Jones. We've heard that he is investigating the destruction of Crandor. This seems like a good place to begin. Good luck.
Hello.
Hello. Are you Dalas Jones?
Pleased to meet you. I'm assuming you're here because of my advert?
Yes?
Excellent. Let me run you through the details. We're to head to Elvarg's lair beneath Crandor. There, we will begin a research project on Elvarg and her attack on the island. I trust you know the tale of Elvarg.
Well, I was the one who killed her in the first place.
You're the hero of Crandor? Amazing! I take it you know her story very well then.
Remind me.
30 years ago, an adventurer descended into the caves beneath Crandor. There, he discovered the dragon Elvarg. Elvarg made short work of the adventurer. Once she was finished with him, she emerged from the caves and laid waste to the entire island. For the next 30 years, Elvarg remained on the island until she was finally defeated by you. Now that Elvarg is dead, we have the opportunity to perform research on the island and investigate her attack. Meet me in Elvarg's lair beneath Crandor when you are ready to begin.
Sounds good. See you there. Hello, Dalas. So what exactly are we researching here?
Elvarg's attack on Crandor is a bit of an anomaly. We're here to work out why.
What made it an anomaly?
Elvarg is very unusual, as she is one of the few dragons to live alone. Most of her kind live in large groups. Not only that, she also displayed far greater aggression than most other dragons by directly attacking Crandor.
Aren't all dragons aggressive, though?
Not like Elvarg was. Most dragons will only attack those who enter their territory. Elvarg strayed well outside of hers when she attacked the island.
I see. Where should we start?
This is where Elvarg made her home. There must be something here to point us in the right direction. Have a look around and see what you can find. Goodness me, what is this place?
It looks like some sort of laboratory.
Are the tales true? Could this mean?
Mean what?
There are ancient tales that tell of the origin of the dragons. They say they were created by a powerful race of creatures known as Dragonkin.
Dragonkin? I've heard of them.
Yes, you likely will have. We know for a fact that the Dragonkin existed. They terrorized the world for many years during the early 4th Age. However, although there are many stories, their connection to dragons has never been proven.
Well, maybe we will be the ones to prove that.
We might just be. We should look around and see what we can uncover.
Hundreds of trials have been performed, so many that I have lost count. All previous trials ended the same way, with the subject expiring. This trial was different though. The subject did not reject the spores as the previous ones did. Alas, the results are unsatisfactory. The subject displayed heightened aggression. His desired. However, its strength is unchanged and its mental capacity is limited. It is encouraging to see we are on the right lines, but there is still a long way to go. Our work has outgrown this small facility, and it's time to move on.
What was that creature?
I have no idea.
How strange. We should keep looking around.
I found an old mural. It has lots of dragons and fungi on it, along with some strange writing.
What did it say?
I don't know. It looked like a different language. It had odd words on it, like Lithcrin.
Lithcrin? That name sounds familiar. Where have I seen it before? Of course! Fossil Island! I was there recently, as part of the research team investigating the differences between wyverns and dragons. There's an old settlement on the island, similar architecture to this place. It contains lots of books, many written in a strange language. One of the books mentioned a place called Lithcrin. Fossil Island is also coated in various types of fungi. It must be connected.
In that case, we should probably go to Fossil Island.
I agree. Head to the old settlement on the north side of the island. I'll meet you there once I've finished up here.
Hello, Dalas.
So, while I was waiting for you, I had a look through these books again. One of them mentions an island called Lithcrin, not far from here. There's lots of islands around here though, and it doesn't say which one it is. Have a look at this grid on the floor. I think it might actually be a map. If you look at that tile in the middle, it looks like part of this island.
So this map could lead us to Lithcrin. Most of the pieces are missing though.
That they are. However, I had a look around and I managed to find some of the pieces. By my calculations, there's 24 pieces left to find. I suspect they'll either be in this building or very close by. Once you have all of the pieces, bring them here and we'll see about putting this map together.
I think that's all of them.
I do believe you've got it. Yes, we should be able to find Lithcrin now.
But which island is it?
There's a strange symbol on the map in two places. One marks this building, the other marks an island. I bet that's Lithcrin.
I think you might be right. So now that we know where the island is, we need to find a way there. Do you think the museum can help us?
The museum? No, that won't work. Any requisition of museum resources requires a mountain of paperwork, and we simply don't have time.
Don't we?
Of course not! Besides, I've spent years working towards this, and I'm tired of waiting. It's time to discover the truth.
All right. So what do we do instead?
We'll need a boat. Find a dwarf called Jardic. He should be somewhere on the island. He's an old friend who owes me a favor. He should be able to get a boat for us.
Hello there.
Are you Jardic?
That I am, former boatman and now researcher for Kildegrim. What can I do for you?
I'm working with Dalas Jones on a research project. We're investigating the destruction of Crandor. We need a boat to get to one of the nearby islands. Dalas said you could help us.
Did he now? Looking to cash in on that favor, I bet. I'm afraid I can't help you. All the boats around here are owned by the museum and won't let you take them. Of course, Dallas works with the museum and could easily put in a request for one. He's not a fan of waiting around though.
He said as much. So what can we do?
Well, I suppose you could always build your own. If the island isn't far, you'll only need a small rowboat. Mind you, you'll want to be quite good at building things unless you fancy a trip to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm not actually too bad when it comes to construction. What will I need?
Let's see, I'd say 8 oak planks, 10 swamp paste, and 12 nails of any kind should do it. Obviously, you'll need a hammer and saw as well. There should be a good spot to build the boat on the west side of the island, near the mushroom forest.
That's the boat all finished.
And not a bad boat either. Good job.
This is it. This is our chance to finally find some answers. To finally find out the truth behind Elvarg. Look at this place. I'm going to explore and see what I can find.
Someone's in a hurry. I suppose I should look around as well.
And I guess I'll stay here and look after the boat. Good luck.
Well, those are some big doors.
Look at them. Look at the markings on them.
Dragons?
Exactly. This is it. This has to be the place.
Shall we go in?
We can't. I already tried, but the doors are sealed. There's a circular indentation in the middle. Maybe it's a keyhole.
Well, a keyhole isn't much good if there isn't a key. We should look around and see if there's any clues nearby.
One of the scouts came back today with a disturbing report. He claimed that he had seen the enemy abducting various beasts from the cave of Carville. Demons, giants, and spectres were just some of the ones he mentioned. Of course, the kin are not strangers when it comes to experimenting on creatures, but the scale here is much larger than anything they've done in the past. Robert seems concerned, but not surprised. As the tide of this war turned, he always said they would try new methods to regain the advantage. An emergency council was called, and it was agreed that this be considered a priority threat. Robert has redirected many of our scouts to investigate further and try to work out where the kin are taking these beasts. It's been over a month since the first abductions were sighted, and in that time since, we've heard very little. However, that changed today as new reports came in. Interestingly, these reports came not from our own scouts, but from a group of sailors. The kin have been terrorising most of the major shipping routes as of late, and the sailors have been having to brave more treacherous waters. While navigating the rarely travelled northern seas, they spotted an unmapped group of islands to the east. They claimed that one of the islands was home of a large fortress, one built in the distant architecture of the kin. But what was most interesting was what they saw on the shores of the island. Demons. A small scout force has been sent to verify the reports. In the meantime, we prepare for battle. The scout force has returned, and there is now no doubt that this island is what we've been looking for. Robert has issued a call to arms, and a force is being prepared for an assault on the island. Much remained uncertain, however. Although our scouts have verified that the island is where the abducted beasts are being taken, we still have no idea what the kin are doing with them. Looking at the previous experiments of the kin, it's possible that we will face new enemies on the island. We expect to arrive at the island tomorrow morning, and I can feel the fear in the air. Our people are more than familiar with the kin at this point, but to look in the eyes of our enemy, still as terrifying as ever. Not for me though. We fight beside Robert the Strong, one of the finest heroes humanity has ever known. With him on our side, I know we shall be victorious. So we now make our final preparations. For with tomorrow comes war.
Any luck?
I found an old diary nearby. It mentioned a battle that took place here involving Robert the Strong.
Robert the Strong? He spent most of his life fighting the Dragonkin. Does this mean it's true? Did they really create the dragons? I guess we'll never know though. Robert the Strong is gone. We've reached a dead end.
Not necessarily. Robert the Strong might not be as dead as you think.
What do you mean?
Robert the Strong is still alive. He's been reincarnated as a cat called Bob.
Just think once before you speak.
I'm serious. Why would I lie about this?
Well, I'm definitely not convinced. But let's say you are telling the truth. How can a cat help us?
I have an amulet that lets me talk to cats. I can use it to ask Bob what he knows.
This is all very confusing. You go find this cat of yours. I need to sit down and clear my head of all this weirdness.
Very well. I shall return once I've learned more. Hey, Bob.
Hello, Giibixx. How's things?
Not bad. I was wondering if you could help me with something.
I guess that depends what it is.
So you know how you're actually Robert the Strong?
So you and the Sphinx tell me.
Long story. I'll keep it brief. I found an old dungeon with a large set of doors in it. There was a skeleton nearby with a diary that mentioned Robert the Strong. I was hoping you could use your memories of Robert the Strong to help open the doors.
But I don't have any memories of Robert the Strong. It was only when the Sphinx hypnotized me that we learned who I really was, and I don't even remember that.
This is problematic. Maybe the Sphinx can help us again.
Well, it worked last time.
That it did. Would you mind meeting me in Sophonem?
Well, I suppose I don't have anything better to do. Not unless Unferth has forgotten where he lives again. Well, that all sounds great to me. I'll meet you in Sophonem.
Hello, human. Bob was just telling me about your dungeon.
That's right. Before we get into that, though, about that thing I mentioned.
Thing?
Ah, yes. That amulet of yours is very useful, but it has its limitations. I can use my power to grant you the ability to talk to cats, even when you're not wearing it. Very few humans are ever given this power, but you've proved yourself to be a friend of feline kind.
I'm very honored.
Excellent. Prepare yourself. All done. Now, what is it you need my help with?
We were hoping you could hypnotize Bob again so we can learn more about his past.
What is it you wish to learn?
I found an old dungeon, and I believe that it was once visited by Robert the Strong. I want to know what he did while he was there.
I'm afraid I will be of little help here. All I can do is hypnotize Bob. I can't enter his mind and choose which memory to view.
Enter his mind.
What are you thinking, Giibixx?
I once entered the mind of a guy called Cyrus to confront his issues. The Onieromancer on Lunar Isle helped me do it. Maybe she can help us now.
Hello again. The Onieromancer and I were discussing what our perfect Sunday would be.
I didn't know you two knew each other. Also, how can you speak to cats?
You know, it's really not that hard. You just need a bit of magic on your side. Anyway, Bob and I go way back.
Huh, small world.
So what was it you wanted?
We need to unlock Bob's memories from his old life as Robert the Strong. We were hoping that we could use a shared dream.
Well, we've never actually done a shared dream between a human and a cat before. It shouldn't be any different though. You'll just need another potion of shared dreaming. Would you like me to remind you how they are made?
Yes, please.
I'll give you a vial. You'll need to fill it with water, followed by 1 ground astral rune and some gout weight. Once you've done that, light the brazier in the middle of the town. When you're ready to begin your dream, just use the potion on the brazier. Here's a vial for your potion. Good luck.
Hey, Bob. I've finished the potion of shared dreaming.
Good stuff. Add the potion to the brazier and we can begin.
Ready?
Ready when you are. Hello. Who are you? Well, one thing's for sure. I'm definitely not Bob. Okay. So who are you then? I just told you. I'm not Bob. Well, this is confusing.
These dreams usually are.
So, not Bob. Why are you here? You tell me. It's your mind we're in right now.
We're here to recover Bob's lost memories from his life as Robert the Strong. Do you think you can help us?
I suppose I can. This barrier represents the divide between Bob the Cat and Robert the Strong. The memories you seek are right here, on the other side of the barrier. So all we need to do is go through the barrier? Going through the barrier will give you access to Robert's memories, but only while you're in the dream. As soon as you leave, you'll forget them again.
So how can we permanently unlock them?
Destroying the barrier, of course. Head through the barrier and defeat the Guardian. That should do the trick. Defeat the Guardian? I'm no good at combat. I'm a cat. Good job this is a shared dream then. It doesn't have to be you that defeats him.
Looks like it's up to me then. Wish me luck.
I remember. Lithcrin. The Dragonkin. The vault.
I should have known this would be your doing.
It's over, Dragonkin. The island is ours. You have lost.
Lost? This is no more than a minor setback. The work we have done here will see the end of your kind. You are too late to stop it. Our new weapon, one that will bring a swift end to humanity. I'd love to be able to show you, but I'm afraid I have more pressing matters. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Alas, I'm afraid that I won't be the one that dies today.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will. For now, it begins.
No. Now it ends.
Avis! What is that?
Looks like some sort of key. For these doors, I assume. No. That Dragonkin mentioned a weapon. One that could destroy us all. Better something like that remains hidden.
How are you doing, Bob?
I've got a lot to take in and understand. I'm okay, though.
So do you have all your memories back now?
Yes and no. I now have my old memories again, but there's so many of them. I can't quite piece them all together yet. I need time to properly work things out. One thing that I do remember clearly is that battle, though. I also remember what happened next.
So what did happen?
After the battle, myself, Tristan, and Kimura split the key into 4 pieces. We vowed to ensure that the Dragonkin would never recover them. Kimura took one piece, Tristan took another, and I took the final two. Kimura boarded a ship for lands in the far west, never to be seen again. She took her key piece with her. Tristan passed his piece on to his descendants. They lived in the city of Saranthium, where Varrock now stands. Perhaps the library has some record of them. I hid one of my pieces in the most unlikely of places, an abandoned Dragonkin fortress. You'll find the fortress on a snow-covered island, northwest of Relica. The final piece I took to Karamja. I hid it in an ancient temple on the south coast of the island.
Sounds like I have a fair amount of work to do. Thanks, Bob.
Be careful, Giibixx. The Dragonkin may be gone, but the scars of their wars remain to this day. I don't know what that vault contains, but I doubt it's anything good.
Hello. I was wondering if you could help me with something.
What do you need?
I'm looking for information on a 4th Age hero. His name was Tristan and he fought alongside Robert the Strong.
Ah, you must mean Tristan Corvo. I can't remember anyone ever asking about him before. Most prefer to hear about the bigger heroes like Arav or Robert.
But you know about Tristan?
Oh yes. What was it you wanted to learn?
I'd like to learn about his descendants. I know they lived in this area.
Well, we do have census records which date back to when the city was still called Avaroka. I'm afraid we don't have anything from before that time though.
It might still be worth a look. Where can I find this information?
I have a book around here somewhere with all the details. Why don't you see if you can find it? It's red if I remember right. Have you found that book yet?
I have it here.
Wonderful. Let's have a look.
So what does the book say?
Okay, let's see. The Corvo family. Here we are. According to this, there was a family by the name of Corvo living in Avaroka for most of the 4th Age.
What happened to them?
Impossible to say for sure, but it was around that time that many people left Mistalin to settle in Mauritania. It's possible that the Corvo family was among them. I'm afraid that's all the help I can provide. Port Phasmatis is where most of the Mauritania settlers wound up. Perhaps you can find what you're looking for there.
Okay, thanks, Reldo.
Hello.
Are you Sarah Corvo?
That's me. Not many people interested in visiting me these days. What brings you here?
I'm on the hunt for a piece of a key. It was once in the possession of your ancestor Tristan Corvo.
I see. I'm afraid I can't help you. The key is gone.
Gone?
Yes, gone. When my father passed the key down to me, he told me I must keep it safe no matter what. When the vampires came to Port Phasmatis, I buried it out in the swamps to stop them from getting it.
But how do I get it back?
You don't. The key is gone, and it's safer that way. I never liked looking after that lump of metal anyway.
Metal? I think I might know just the scientist to help me out with this. Time for me to visit Draenor Manor.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. I best be off. Thank you for your time.
Hello again. Are you after another device or some information? Or would you like to see my goods for sale?
I need your help with a key piece.
A key piece?
Yes, I'm looking for the piece of a key made out of a red metal. I know it's buried somewhere in Mortmere, but I don't know exactly where. I was thinking...
You were thinking that because I made you a metal attracting device before, that I'd be able to do it again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Should be doable. We'll need to be quite different to your device though. Much greater distance and a different type of metal. You said it was red, right?
Yes, it's...
Must be orichalcum. Dragon as you adventuring lot call it. Quite rare. Should make things easier. Now let me think about this. If we just... yes. Perfect.
Perfect?
Go get 1 cut dragonstone and 2 molten glass. Use a glass blowing pipe to craft a glass orb with a dragonstone in the center. Once you have it, bring it to me. Have you crafted that orb yet?
I have indeed.
Great. Hand it over then. Excellent. Now just a few small adjustments and... here you go. You can use this to track down that key of yours.
Great. How does it work?
The orb will pull you in the direction of the key. Be careful with it though. It's a little unstable.
Awesome. That's just... Wait, what do you mean unstable?
Nothing to get worried about. It might just sting a bit when you use it.
Great. Anyway, before I go, I was wondering...
If I could upgrade that device of yours?
Well, now that you mention it...
Might be possible. The chicken is the weakness at the moment. If you find something with a bit more kick, I might be able to upgrade it further.
Bit more kick?
Yes, something a bit stronger, a bit more undead.
Okay, thanks for the help, Ava. See you later.
Greetings, Dalkudrapa. How are things?
Hello, Brundt. I wanted to ask you about something.
Well, ask away, Dalku.
Apparently there's an island north of here with an ancient fortress on it. Have you heard of it?
I think I know of this island. Ungale, we call it. It is a dark place, guarded by a deadly beast. Some of our finest warriors tried to take the beast down, but to no success. Do you intend to slay this beast for yourself, Drapa?
Yes, I think I do.
This is no easy task, but glory awaits you if you succeed. Go see Torfin on the docks. He can take you to Ungale. Good luck, Dalkudrapa.
The chieftain says you can take me to Ungale.
That I can. You should know, though, Ungale is a dangerous place. It is guarded by a deadly force, one that spits fire at its enemies. So, Dalkudrapa, are you ready to go to Ungale?
Ready.
Then we shall go.
Thanks, bye.